Hello and welcome. In this video, I will introduce you to some JavaScript data types. In programming in general and also in JavaScript, the data type basically refers to the classification that specifies the type of value that a variable has or stores. There are different types of data types in JavaScript. Here's a basic table with some basic JavaScript data types. So I'm going to start with the top one, which is a string. A string basically is a sequence of text that must be enclosed in quotes. You can use either single quotes or double quotes, but you cannot mix the quotes. For example, here you can declare a variable called myData and set it to this value. You can see I've got quotes around it. I've got my web console open. So the way to access your web console, if you are on a Windows computer, open up just Google homepage and type in Ctrl Shift and J on your keyboard or F12, and that will give you access to the web console. If you are on a Mac, you do Command Shift and J. That will give you access to the console. So let's create a simple variable that will store a string data type. So in my console, I'm going to create a new variable by typing in the keyword var, and I'm going to call this variable my colors. Okay, and I'm going to give it a value. I'm going to give this value of red. So that's the value. You can see I've enclosed the value in quotes, which means it's a string data type. The computer will recognize that as a string data type. So if I want to reference this variable, all I need to do is call it by its name, and it will just return the value red. So that's a simple example of how a string data type can be used. The next data type I want to mention is the number data type. Basically, it refers to any numerical value, and it does not need to have a quote around its value. So let me illustrate by creating a simple variable that will store a number data type. So I'll declare a simple variable by typing in the keyword var, and I'll call this variable door number, and I'll give it a value of 7. So this is known as a number data type. You can see it doesn't need quotes around it. So if I want to reference that variable, I just call it by its name, number, and it will return a value of